There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino Is the Name.
Hey, yo, what's going on right now? You're watching Casino Is the Name, and I'm sitting here with Precise. He is a branding expert. He has a new course, and I want to sit here and talk to him about what the importance of branding is. So,
oh man, I'm happy to be here, man. It took a while, man. I got you on mine. I'm finally on yours. I'm excited. Extra fresh. I brought out the
Super
Sunday.
sharp.
I got the Sunday best. I'm like,
I'm gonna put a tuxedo on.
But man, it's been an amazing month, man. I've been launching my new course,
right.
You know, on the wealth to wisdom. Right. Yeah. But the branding part is super duper important. I've been doing this for a long time, 27 years.
So I was gonna say, can you tell people a little bit about like your history, kind of things you do?
Oh man, it's long, but I'm gonna give you the short version.
Yeah.
I used to DJ first.
Okay.
Then I started throwing parties. I've done over 7,000 parties and events.
7,000 parties?
Yes, I've counted.
DJ Precise?
I used to DJ first, but as a promoter.
Okay.
As a club promoter, I've thrown over 7,000 parties.
Wow.
7,234.
That's
If we don't count my birthday party 2 weeks ago, 35.
Right, that was off the hook too. I saw the video, that was crazy.
So, we started doing that first and did that for years. And, a lot of companies and labels started to approach us because, we had access to the people.
Yeah.
So they wanted to get to the people. So, we ran a lot of advertisement and marketing, and I did flyer design as well. So a lot of small businesses and other club promoters came to me to get their flyers done because they wanted, the same style and flavor that I had. And so that's how I kind of got started. I went to school for marketing as well.
Okay.
I went to Georgia State.
You for real marketing.
Like,
not just like one of those people who say, yo, I do branding, I do marketing, but you actually went to school for
every aspect of it. But I kind of discount the school because I learned, in the street and doing it.
Right.
Thousands of parties in, flyer design for everybody in the country, everybody in the world.
Yeah, I honestly can't even imagine 7,000 parties. Like, I can't even imagine that many parties.
The quick math is, at one point, I had 5 nights going on.
Wow.
So, and a couple of nights I've had for years.
Wow.
So one night, 52 weeks in a year, 3 years, that's 150 right there. That's actually 156.
Yeah.
But you're the accountant,
right?
Me.
Yeah, for sure. You good.
So that's the quick man. That's just one party.
Right.
So that's how the number added up real quickly.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
7,000 of it's only 365 days in a year.
Yeah.
So I know you're not throwing parties like every day.
At one point, I had 5 parties going on a week.
Yeah. So that's 5 days a week, right?
Yeah.
You had to have many years doing this. So you saw pretty much everything. Things changed over time as well, right?
Of course.
So, I guess branding or marketing changes as well.
Yeah, absolutely, right? So a friend of mine, he said this to me because, I've been trying to make the adjustment. And he was like, yo, Precise, man, you've been analog, yo. You need to go digital.
Right.
And that's where it's changed. It's digital. Yeah. Everything is online.
Right.
And if you don't have an online presence, man, you
dead in the water, man. There's no way to quantify it.
Yeah.
Right? Like if you say, yo, I got all these fans, but we don't have any proof of followers, how do we know you actually have fans or that, anybody's even checking for you? So it's all used online now to see what's going on.
Well, the difference is it's about the numbers, and you can just look at the numbers.
Yeah,
it's beneficial and then not, because now people are judging you by how many followers you got.
Exactly.
And that doesn't translate to who you actually are and
the
your
real
impact
world.
in the real world.
Yeah.
Right? So.
Okay. So branding, what is the main importance of it?
Well, let's first define it, right?
Okay.
Because a lot of people don't understand what it is. People be saying, I'm a brand. Mm-hmm. Branding is what your customers feel about your business.
Okay.
Right? So, have a Coke and a smile. Purpose of Coca-Cola advertisement is to build the brand. When you think of Coke, you're supposed to feel happy and joyful and want to party and want to celebrate and want to have a Coke with everything to make it better. That's the Coke brand that they built.
Okay. I never thought about, but
Yeah.
The Coke does make you, when you think about a Coke, especially like that polar bear commercial around Christmas time that they always have.
Right.
You gotta have one of those around Christmas.
So most companies' evaluation, meaning their worth, is majority of their brand. So from Apple to Coke to Amazon, their evaluation, especially for like a Coke, their brand, I think, is like 90%, I could be wrong, of their evaluation of the whole company's worth is the Coke name.
Wow.
Not the actual soda, but the name itself. So extremely important.
I'm an accountant, so definitely, the brand goes heavily into the worth of like a company. Yeah, for sure.
I guess some of the problem is our people, maybe because of lack of education and the lack of exposure, we don't really understand it well, right? We don't understand the value of it. If you can't touch it, taste it, you don't understand it. But actually, for most businesses, the parts that you can't see, can't touch, is where the actual value that's where the value is.
Yeah. Okay. So why would you suggest that I work on my personal brand?
Well, like I said, man, whatever business you in, being an accountant, trucking, finance, it's only going to take you but so far, right? The physical items, like you could have 2 trucks, right? But you could have a $1 billion valuation, right? 2 trucks, 150,000, but you could have a $1 billion valuation. Like, for example, Bird, right? The scooter company, right? They set a record because they were the fastest company to a $1 billion valuation within a year of launching it. And that doesn't mean that they had $1 billion worth of scooters. Right. That means that they could get a loan for $1 billion from anybody because of the potential value of the brand.
Wow.
So that's
you hear that?
Extremely important.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's extremely important. I mean, it's just like having good credit, your buying power, your good credit, right? Like you could have $50 in the bank, but you could have $150 worth of credit. Right. It's better to have $150,000 worth of credit that allows you to do anything, because you could borrow that $150 20 times versus if you have $10 in the bank, it's just $10.
Yeah.
So your brand is like that too.
Okay. All right. So how would you suggest somebody get started with their brand? Like building their brand?
So you have a couple of decisions to make right off the bat. Depending upon the product and the service that you're trying to provide, the first thing is to think about who is it for.
Okay.
Yeah. Who's it for?
Right.
I mean, you have people want to come up with a business to make money. You have a nice shirt idea. Maybe your grandmother died, so you want to come up with a business for your grandmother. But who is it for? You have to first think about that and think about those people. Is it for kids?
Right.
Is it for adults? Is it for cool hipster people?
Right.
Is it for business people?
Yeah.
That is step one in building your brand.
So what's crazy, right? I was actually trying to stump him with that question, right? Because it's a way of testing to see if somebody really knows what they're talking about. But what he's saying is so true, because I know people who have started businesses and been marketing to people who weren't ever going to be interested in what they were trying to sell.
Right.
And they were being frustrated because they're like, yo, my friends and family don't want this. But it's like, it's not for them. It's like, you know what you're selling. You need to find another clientele for that, right?
Of course.
So it's like trying to sell, I don't want to say anything crazy, but it's like trying to sell medicine to somebody who isn't sick. It's like, you find a person who's sick.
To Eskimo.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So that would be absolutely right. Find out who you're selling to and brand to them, like build your brand towards them.
Well, yeah. So based upon who they are, like for example, if your potential clientele or young, cool women between the ages of 18 and 25, right? So once you know that, then now step 2 is to find out all the different things that they like and they're into. The music, the style, the makeup, whether they got the extra long, crazy lashes, how they dress, just everything. And when you determine that, then the next step after that is to find out how your brand fits within that. So depending on what you sell, maybe you sell lashes, maybe you sell clothes, maybe you sell makeup, maybe, you're trying to sell music. So you determine how it fits within that. And then the next step after that is to start tangibly putting together your brand. The name, right? Because it has to be a name that's attracted to them, right? You don't want to come up with a name like Edith or something crazy.
Right.
Eskimo, you want something cool and hip that goes along with
Yeah.
your potential clientele, right?
Makes sense.
And then after that is your brand mark, which is your logo. A lot of people skip over that part and don't think that part is important. But that part, to me, is like the most important thing because that helps you figure out your colors, helps you figure out your style, and helps you have a symbol that your audience will be able to see and recognize all of the time. The golden arches, right? The 2 C's in Chanel, the Gucci, the LV, you don't need to see the word Louis Vuitton written out when you see that LV. When you see that M, you know it's McDonald's.
The Mercedes-Benz symbol, you know it. The BMW symbol, you know it.
Right.
Gotcha.
So once you get that part worked out, now, like my guy Kim used to say, now you cooking with grease, right?
Right.
Now you have something to attach everything to. You have your color, you have your style, because whether it's something script and girly looking, whether it's bold, like what's on your shirt.
This is my this is my little line. So
Rain.
It's Luciano Cartel, but this just
Okay.
So,
so you figure that out, and then now you start aligning your product and your service with your brand and your mark and your colors, and you go from there.
Gotcha. Okay. So now let's say with me, right? I'm going to make this a personal kind of thing.
Okay.
Now, I do videos, right,
Okay.
for YouTube, and I talk about business, education, things like that. So I know you just launched a course. Now, like for somebody like me and with my brand, a lot of people want me to tell them about how to start a trucking company, which I do in videos, but people want a more in-depth course. I've never done a course before.
Okay.
Right? So what product do you offer that helps me with my brand and bringing something like a course to the market?
Well, you missed my birthday party, but it wasn't just a birthday party. It was the official launch of my Wealth to Wisdom Masterclass.
Nice.
Right. And the idea behind that is I have a lot of clients over the years that, own their own business, entrepreneurs, and these people are masters in their field, like yourself.
Okay.
Right?
I'm a master then. I'll take that. I'll take that.
Yeah, for sure. So, they've been always focused on building their business. Yeah. And a lot of them have been doing it like 15, 20 plus years. And 2 things are going on. One, you can't do it forever,
Right.
So you need some sort of exit strategy, some retirement plan, some type of residual income. And in the past, people would say, invest in stocks. But what if you can invest in yourself? What if you could turn yourself into a product, right?
Okay.
And what that means is your wealth is your wisdom, and you've been developing it for years. And so nobody knows what you know about your particular business.
Yeah, because I know trucking in and out like it's crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so what my course helps you do is take that information and turn it into a physical product, per se, a virtual product. And then that product, now your customers or your clients or, people that look up to you now can invest into that product and get exactly what you're trying to give them, meaning all the information and the tools and the formula, because that's the most important thing, having a formula. You could give away general information on YouTube all day long, but you need a specific formula.
They need to feel like you're there with them and you're walking them through it.
Yeah, exactly. They need to be walked through the process. So my course allows you to create a masterclass for yourself to give to your clients and walk them through the process. And they get to graduate,
Okay.
right? They get to
Okay.
graduate and they get to
So
start their
your course-
journey into being like you.
So your course helps me create a master class
Yes,
for my people.
right.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because the thing is, right, you specialize in what you do,
Yeah.
right? And so course building, people don't specialize. Like, you're not a professor, you're not at school. You don't want to be at a school teaching people, right?
Right.
And you don't want to spend time and energy all day doing this. You can't. You're working on your stuff.
Right.
So this allows you to do it one time and craft it in such a way that it exists without you and exists on its own. So thousands of people could sign up on their own and get access to you without getting access to you.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. See, I knew I wanted to build a course. I'm not even clear on what a master class is. So can you please define what a master class is?
Okay, so there's levels to it, right?
Okay,
Like
right.
McMee said, right? There's levels to this. Depending upon who you are, right? There's different levels to your knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
right? There's the basic level when you first started and you learn little things to get in there.
Right.
But there's the real sophisticated things that you've learned over the years by going through the trenches and dealing with
Master level.
Yeah,
stuff.
master level by dealing with real issues, right? And it's different for different businesses, right? Like we was talking about promotion in the beginning. So yeah, on some quick how to throw a party stuff. Yeah, you make a flyer, you get a host, you find a venue. But what about contracts, right? What about contracts? What about bar guarantees and scaling? and-
Negotiating.
Yeah, and all this stuff. And we have to
Yeah.
bring in lawyers and stuff like that and writer agreements for artists.
Even booking talent.
Yeah,
can be,
yeah.
Maybe
So
you don't
there's-
even know where to find talent. you know?
Yeah. So there's the master levels of information that you can't just tell somebody. You have to walk them through how to do it, and maybe even offer them some resources that'll help them along the way.
Gotcha. Okay, well, that's interesting. Definitely a master class. I like that. Would you like to attend the Casino is the Name master class?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
For sure. You know,
Okay.
you give them a discount.
Yeah.
You know, let the people that are serious come in, learn how to do it. And you got to think about the value, right? Like hiring somebody or giving somebody a job. You know, you pay them $500, $1,000, but teaching somebody how to start a business is priceless because depending upon who they are, they probably could do it way better than you.
Right,
Yeah.
which I've helped people. I've shown people certain paths, and they have on this same channel have taken it and went to a whole nother level, way past me. And I'm glad to see it. That's why I do it. I mean, it's never any competition. It's too much money in this world.
Too much money, man.
For anybody to feel like you're taking something from me. Like it's way too much opportunity. So I love when I see people watch this channel. It makes me want to do these videos even more.
The other thing that our people don't understand is buying power, right? When you have one person in trucking, you're up against them. But you have two, then 200, and there's 5,000 of us in the business. It's beneficial because now we have collective buying power, right? They look at us differently. Now they're allowing us in the door because they have to, because they can't piss off one of us. Right, so it's in our best interest to get as many people involved in our business as possible, not
Very
the
interesting.
opposite.
Okay. So you want to tell them where they can find your course?
Oh man, so simple. It's presise.biz. It's precise, not precise. It's precise without the C, with an S. Presise. You could Google me, find me anywhere: Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, but go to the website, presise.biz, and you'll be able to find the master course. And if you're interested in getting branding and marketing, visit us at p6brandagency.com.
Okay, and before we get off here, I'm going to put them in the hot seat one last time, and I'm going to say, am I going to get a promo code to promote your course?
Man, look, man. Hey, man, look, man. You're gonna get way better than that.
Okay. That's
way,
what's up.
way better than that.
That's what's up. All right, but I'm going to put the link to his course in the description below in this video, so make sure y'all go over. He also has recently started a YouTube channel, and I did an interview on his channel about trucking.
Yes.
So make sure you guys go over there and check that out. You have 2 channels, so you want to tell them?
Well, we'll talk about the other
Okay.
channel later. But let's focus on the main
Okay.
channel, Wisdom to Wealth.
Wisdom to Wealth, main channel. Go check that out. Subscribe. Anyway, right now you're watching Casino is the Name. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and we are out.
Peace.
Hey, yo, what's going on? Right now you're watching Casino is the Name, and if you wanted to know how I started my trucking business, I have an ebook called Big Shot, Hot Shot Volume 1, Own Your Trucking Authority. It's a great book, 5-star reviews. The link will be in the description below. Go get that. Yeah.
Beat me up, Scotty.
Me and her together, we just count it up. Money on my mind, I can't get enough. Don't play with my money, you don't want no beef. Cause I come from the bottom, I come from the street. When she first saw me, she say, who is that? When a man saw me, he called me a threat. I'm the one that really live with a rap. They ain't never did it, they ain't really trap.
You say you want to be successful, but what's stopping you? Can't nothing stop you from being successful except for you. You standing in your own way. I came from the bottom. I ain't know nothing but the grind. You can't tell me nothing about that. I caught the bus at Basin Street Projects in Tallahassee, Florida. You hear me? I used to think $1 million would last me my whole life. I'd have made that and spent that. $1 million ain't enough. There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino is the Name.